then we need to click on the speak, and within second we need to speak some text. Okay, like this way. Click on speak button. Hello all my dear friends. And as you can see friends, all my dear friends. Hello friends, and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech. And in this session what we are going to learn? In this session we are going to see how we can configure this matrix, this LED matrix, LED display with our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so before we move to our practical friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much, and just let's start. So friends, connecting our display with Raspberry Pi 4 GPIO pins, we need here a jumper cable. Okay, we need here a female to female jumper cables. As you can see, this is what our female to female jumper cables. Okay, so I have already connect the one side with our matrix display. Okay, now we are going to connect our another sides of jumper cable with our GPIO pins. Okay, so let's start. So friends, now we are going to connect our display, our matrix display with Raspberry Pi 4 GPIO pins. Okay, so this display has a 5 pins: CLK, CS, DIN, ground and VCC. Okay, so first pin we are going to connect with Raspberry Pi 4 physical pin number 23 and GPIO pin number 11. Okay, so this CLK pin we are going to connect with Raspberry Pi 4 physical pin number 23 and GPIO pin number 11. Okay, so let me connect the CLK pin. This is what our CLK wire means, a CLK jumper cable. So we are going to connect this jumper cable with our Raspberry Pi 4 physical pin number 23. Again I am going to say here physical pin number 23 for CLK pin. Okay, CLK. So I am going to now connect this jumper cable with Raspberry Pi 4 physical pin number 23. Physical means we need to count it from here. Okay, so this one is first, second, third and fourth. Okay, like this way. So count it and connect this CLK pin with pin number 23. Okay friends, so now I am going to connect it. So friends, we have connect our CLK pin with physical pin number 23. Now we are going to connect the CS pin. Okay, as you can see the CS pin. So CS pin connect with Raspberry Pi 4 physical pin number 24. Physical pin number 24 means the GPIO pin 8. GPIO pin 8 and physical pin number 24. So again we need to count it from here 1 2 3 and just connect the CS pin with physical pin number 24, GPIO pin number 8. Okay, so let me connect the CS pin with physical pin 24. Okay, so friends, I have connect our CS pin with physical pin number 24. Now we are going to move on our next pin. So next pin is our DIN pin, DIN. So DIN pin connect with Raspberry Pi 4 physical pin number 19. Okay, so DIN pin connect with physical pin number 19 and the GPIO pin number 10. Okay, so DIN pin connect with, again we need to count it from here 1 2 3 4 and connect the DIN pin, the third one pin. As you can see the DIN pin connect with the physical pin number 19. Okay, so let me connect the DIN pin with the GPIO, sorry, not GPIO, the physical pin 19 and GPIO pin 10. Okay friends, so I am going to connect it. So friends, we have connect our DIN pin with physical pin number 19 and GPIO pin number 10. Now we have ground pin and VCC. So ground pin we are going to connect with Raspberry Pi 4 ground pin, and ground pin is our pin number 6. The physical pin number 6 is our ground pin, and this display needs a 5 volt. So VCC we are going to connect with physical pin number 2. Okay, so VCC connect with physical number 2. So again we are going to count it like this way, 1 and 2. So VCC is connect here 2, and the ground we are going to connect with Raspberry Pi 4 physical number 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, because the 6th pin, the physical number 6 pin is the ground pin for our Raspberry Pi 4. So ground we are going to connect with physical pin number 6, and VCC we are going to connect with Raspberry Pi 4 physical pin number 2, the second pin, because second pin is charged with the 5 volt. Okay, so now I am going to connect the VCC and ground pin with our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so friends, this is what our final connectivity. As you can see, we have connect all the 5 pins with our Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, now I am going to power on our Raspberry Pi 4, and we are going to configure the software, means we are going to configure our Python script for controlling this display using our voice. Yes friends, we are going to scroll the text inside this display using our voice. Okay, so let's just move on our computer. Also friends, because of we are going to control the LED matrix display using the speech recognition program, so of course we need here a USB microphone. Okay, so this is what my USB microphone. Again, you can use any USB microphone which is basically compatible with the Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so friends, now we are on our desktop, the Raspbian OS. Okay, we have successfully connect our display with our Raspberry Pi 4. Now we are going to move on our software side. Okay, so simply this is what the latest Raspbian OS. Okay, and of course I already upgrade, and I have already run the upgrade and update command. Okay, simply so just install the latest Raspbian OS on Raspberry Pi 4 and just run the command sudo apt update for updating the repository, and then sudo apt upgrade for upgrading the packages. Okay, that's it. So I have already run these commands. Now simply we are going to configure our display. So first command we are going to run here, sudo raspi-config, and just hit enter. Then come to the third one option. Third one option is the interface option. As you can see, the third one option is interface option. Come to the third one option, just hit enter here. Then we need to come here a P4 option, which is the SPI option. As you can see, the P4 option is SPI. So simply hit enter here. Then would you like to enable the SPI interface for the LED matrix? Of course. So of course we need to enable. So simply hit on yes. So hit enter here. Then the SPI interface is enabled. Simply hit enter. Then press the tab button from the keyboard, come to the finish, and that's it. We have successfully enabled the SPI interface for our LED matrix display. Now simply we need to reboot once our Raspberry Pi 4. So just reboot the Raspberry Pi 4. After rebooting, we need here a repository for installing the packages. Also basically in the repository I have created the Python scripts. Okay, so simply I'm going to open the GitHub repository. I will mention the link. You need to simply copy and paste that link inside the browser. Okay friends, now simply open the repository, and as you can see we have here the installation files and also the Python files also here. So simply open the link, go to the code, copy the link, minimize the browser, and simply we are going to run the command like this way, sudo git clone, and paste that link and just hit enter here. It will basically download the Mac7219 voice control folder. Now I am going to clear the screen, and we need to go inside that folder, Mac7219 voice control folder. Clear the screen. If I run the ls command, and this is what our package installation bash script. Simply we need to give the full permission, of course. So sudo chmod 775 and install.sh and just hit enter. Now we have the full permission with our bash script. Now simply run the script using sudo command, sudo./install.sh and just hit enter. It will install all the required package on our Raspberry Pi 4 automatic, because I have already mentioned the packages which basically need for configuring the LED matrix display on the Raspberry Pi 4 inside this bash script. So simply you need to give the full permission and just run the bash script. It will install all the packages automatic. Okay, so I have already run the script. As you can see, it says here the requirement is already satisfied because I have already run the bash script. Okay, so now we are going to move forward and we are going to run our script. As you can see, the bash script is successfully run. Now if I run the ls command, first we are going to set the text on our display manually. So for that we need to open the LED matrix.py script. Okay, so sudo nano LED matrix.py. Okay, so this is what all the packages, the Luma packages. Simply scroll down because we don't want to change anything from the here. Simply scroll down, and first of course we need to create a steady text, means the text which basically not going to scroll down. Okay, or we can say the text basically just steady on our display, it will not move on the display. Okay, so we are going to create a simple date format. Okay, as you can see here, I have mentioned the dt1 string, and this string is basically now.strf time. Okay, and it will show the 12 hours clock on our display. Okay, so simply as you can see the text draw, and I have mentioned the dt1 string variable is here. This variable is basically our time. Okay, the 12 hours time clock. So simply I am going to Ctrl X, Y, enter and save, and I am going to run the script. Python 3 LED matrix.py. This is what our script. Also, so friends, I have here our IP webcam for live showing the display. Okay, so simply as you can see, this is what our display live. I am going to make like this way, and this is what our terminal here. Now simply I am going to run the script, and after running the script our timing will be shown on our screen. Okay, so simply if I hit enter, as you can see the time is on our display. I am going to make here a dark frame, so give me just a minute. So friends, as you can see right now it's basically showing the clear. This is what our clock. Okay, this is what our clock, the 12 hours clock. Okay, so as you can see, this is the text. Basically this is what the text, the text is not scrolling, it's completely steady on our display. Right now the time is 6:33 and this is what our seconds. Okay, so this is the steady text. Now I'm going to make Ctrl C for cancel the script, clear the screen, and now if you want to set of course the 24 hours time, simply edit the script again, the LED matrix.py, and scroll down, and here it is. As you can see, I have also created the dt1 string. You need to simply, if you want to go with the 12 hours clock, simply just uncomment dt1 string for the 12 hours. If you want to set the 24 hours clock, then just uncomment this, the first one dt1 string, which is basically the hours. Okay, now Ctrl X, Y, enter and save, and if I run the script, as you can see in this time the clock is basically the 24 hours, as you can see, and it's running live, it's changing the seconds. Okay, so this is the way friends you can basically set the time on the display. Okay, So now what we are going to do, we are going to make a scrolling text on our display. Okay, so simply for that, again I am going to open the terminal, Control C for cancel, clear the screen, and again we are going to go inside our led matrix.py, and this time because we want to create the scrolling text, I am going to comment this text line and I am going to uncomment the show message line. Okay, so show message and hello all, this is what our message. Okay, so let me just add the line one more, hello all my friends, hello all my friends, hello all my friends. That's it. Control X, Y, enter, save, and if I just run the script, and this time you will see the scrolling text on our led matrix. As you can see, hello all my and the friends. Okay, so this is the way, friends, you can create the scrolling text using manual basis. Okay, if I simply run the Control C for cancel the script, clear the screen, again go to the script, and as I told you, here you can add many lines, means you can add full paragraph also. This paragraph will be show on our display, or you can mention any motivation quotes also. Okay, so simply this is the script, the led matrix.py script for showing the time. Okay, also scrolling the text with manual basis. Now Control X, Y, and just close the file. Now we are going to move on another file. So friends, now we are going to test our speech to text recognition program, and with the help of that program we are going to basically speak a text on our microphone, and that text will be show on our led matrix. Okay, so we are going to basically, I'm going to first run the ls command, and this is what our script, the buttons.py. Okay, so we need to run this script, sudo python 3 and buttons.py. If I just hit enter, as you can see, it will open these buttons here, these tkinter's buttons. Okay, so simply first we need to of course click on clear screen. Okay, so as I told you, when you click on the speak button, just wait for seconds, and then we need to speak the text. Okay, so let me, if you want to stop this text, this scrolling text, if you want to stop, click on the stop button, it will stop the text, and then click on the clear screen, it will clear the screen. So friends, again we are going to test our program, so simply click on speak button. Hello friends, thank you so much. And as you can see friends, hello friends, thank you so much. As you can see here, it's just scrolling what you speak. Okay, so if you want to stop the text, simply click on stop button, it will stop the text. Okay, then simply click on clear screen, it will again clear screen. And this is the way friends you can use the speech to text recognition program for creating the text which basically scroll on our display. Okay friends, so I hope you will learn something from this video. We'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.